The old man raised the silenced rifle, aiming at the boy in the building across the street, but he didn't pull the trigger right away. Instead, he aimed at the beer bottle. The old man pulled the trigger. The next second, the boys screamed at the top of their lungs. The old man hid the gun in the cabinet, put on his coat, picked up the shell casing from the floor. He quickly made his way downstairs. Soon after, the ambulance arrived. The boy lost something irreplaceable. Everyone assumed it was an accident caused by an exploding beer bottle. However, the police chief noticed something wasn't right because he discovered a bullet hole through the couch. He knew this was the old man's revenge. It turned out that a few days earlier, these three boys had bullied the old man's granddaughter. Because one of the boys was the police chief's son, they escaped legal punishment because of it. So the old man decided to take revenge himself. The next day, the old man returned to the attic. When the second target appeared, he raised the rifle again. This time, he aimed at the car's gas tank. The next second, the car exploded. The boy was blown out of the vehicle. He suffered multiple burns. The old man stood to the side watching. At that moment, a police officer noticed the old man's expression and figured out the old man was the perpetrator. That day, the police chief and his officers came to the old man's house to conduct a search, but they found no evidence. Just as they were leaving, a woman came to the door. She said she was there to pick up keys. The police chief immediately put it together. Under their escort, the old man arrived at that room in the attic. The police chief glanced out the window, determining this was the shooting position. He was convinced the gun was in the room. The old man nervously broke into a sweat, so he ordered an immediate search. The officer opened the closet, but didn't see the gun. The police chief warned the old man not to harm his son. The old man said it was already too late. The police chief immediately rushed home, but the next second, he was hit by a bullet. It turned out his son had panicked. As the old man was about to head home, an officer stopped him and returned the rifle to the old man.